wow, this might be the best war film I have ever seen. But it's not quite my favorite. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another review. And today I'll be reviewing Platoon. Yes, Platoon. This came out in 1986 and was, of course, written and directed by Oliver Stone. And it has a big cast. We got Charlie Sheen, Tom Berenger, Willem Dafoe, Keith David, Forrest Whitaker, Kevin Dillon, John C. McGinley, Corey Glover, who is the lead singer of Living Color. He's in this movie. Yeah. Johnny Depp, and Richard Edson. All right, so okay, Platoon. Platoon. I had this on my list. Mostly just for one reason. I wanted to get into more Oliver Stone films. Oliver Stone is a director I respect more than I like. But with that being said, I've only seen, including this now, I have only seen 3 of his films. The other 2 I've seen are Natural Born Killers, which I love. It's so good. And the other one was the Doors biopic, which, ironically, I'm wearing my Doors shirt. That's funny. That wasn't even planned. That just happened ironically. But yeah, the Doors movie, which is good. It's a good movie, but I didn't really like it as a biopic because I am a big Doors fan. So I didn't really. I don't know. I didn't really think it was a great biopic, but it was a decent movie at least. But anyways. A little off subject there, I know. I was just talking about Oliver Stone, but yeah, both of those movies are really good, and I want to watch more of his films. And this movie, so in the last video that I did, which was my what I watched in November list. At the end of it, I said that my next review would be Miller's Crossing. Well, I tried watching Miller's Crossing, and I don't know. I guess I just wasn't in the right mood or something because I wasn't really feeling it. I just wasn't really digging that movie very much. So I didn't even finish the movie. So I will be watching it sometime, and of course. I won't review it, but I will talk about it whenever I do my Coen Brothers ranking. So then I skipped to I didn't finish it. I skipped to a movie that I got a few weeks ago, Grand Budapest Hotel, the Wes Anderson movie. Yeah, and I watched that, and I don't know. I felt like it was. I mean, I liked it, but I felt like it wasn't really much to talk about, at least at the moment, because I don't know. I noticed that Wes Anderson's later stuff kind of gets like they're like a little bit too fast paced, at least for me. So, anyways, I'll probably I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it again and I might review it. If not, then I'll definitely talk about it whenever I do a Wes Anderson ranking. I know I'm going off topic. I apologize, but I'm just trying to explain. I tried watching that movie. I did watch it and I finished it, and I even liked it, like I said, but I just need to watch that again. So I was like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to pick a random movie from my watch list, and I picked Platoon. I was like, okay, I'll watch this one. So, yeah, I watched it, and I gotta say, man, like I said in the intro, this is probably the best war film I have ever seen. Yeah, this is really good. This is a really good war movie, and I enjoyed it. But also, like I said in the intro, it's not my favorite war film. That would probably be Apocalypse Now. Or, no, not Apocalypse Now. I don't know why I said that. Got confused. That's weird. No, Full Metal Jacket. And I actually haven't even seen Apocalypse Now, so I don't even know why I said that. It's weird. It's weird that I got those two confused. But, oh, God. I think a normal person would probably edit that out, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm keeping it in. That was funny. um, but I don't know. I guess I got them confused because these three movies, Platoon, Apocalypse Now, and Full Metal Jacket, are all Vietnam War films. So maybe that's why. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, my favorite war film is probably Full Metal Jacket, and I watched that and reviewed it few months back. Go check out that review if you haven't already. But yeah, I didn't love it as much as I love Full Metal Jacket, but I have to say this might be, well, I don't know whether or not it's a better film than Full Metal Jacket, but it's probably a better war film, a war movie, than Full Metal Jacket. I think so. And probably even a better like Vietnam War film, because I hear people say that this is pretty accurate to the Vietnam War. And also, I should mention, of course, like I said, this was written and directed by Oliver Stone. Yeah, like I said, this was written by him, and it's actually based on his experiences in Vietnam. Yes, yeah. Oliver Stone, before he was a filmmaker, he was actually a soldier, and he fought in the Vietnam War. So, and he wanted to make this movie based on his experiences. And actually, just a little bit ago, right before I started recording this, video, I was actually watching a interview with Oliver Stone on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he was talking about his experiences in the war, and also like about the development of the film. And he said that it took 10 years to even, well, not make the film, but at least like get it developed, because like companies kept rejecting it because they said that the script was too realistic and stuff. But so it took 10 years to finally make this movie and release it, of course. So yeah, and I definitely get that, because this is a pretty, I mean, it's a good movie for sure, but it's a pretty rough film to watch, and I'll get to that in a minute. So I guess I'll talk a little about the plot, at least the best I can. I mean, I don't know. I kind of know. I mean, I know what it's about, stuff, of course, about Vietnam War. But what I like about this movie, it doesn't really focus on the war. It focuses on the soldiers, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, this movie is about this guy in the war. What was his name? Chris Taylor. Yeah, Chris Taylor. He's played by Charlie Sheen, and I'll get to his performance later. But he actually volunteered to do this, to be in this war, and which I think could be wrong, but I think that this character is pretty much based on Oliver Stone. I think that's what it was. I think he dropped out of college and volunteered to be in the war, and that's interesting. That's really interesting. But he this, of course, just about him, about his experiences, and there's like two different sides in this. Even though of course they're all on the same side, the soldiers, the American soldiers, but there's like the sides where there's like one side is like more serious. They're just like it's like they're just more serious about the war, and they're also a bunch of assholes as well, and they're led by Barnes. Is it lieutenant, or is he a lieutenant? Let me check real quick. No, sergeant. Sorry, he led by Sergeant Barnes, played by Tom Berenger. Uh, and the other side is like these ones that, I mean, the ones that are slackers basically, and they smoke pot and stuff. They don't take it very seriously, and they're led by Sergeant Elias, played by Willem Dafoe. Uh, and then so yeah, there's these two sides, and Chris Taylor, Charlie Sheen's character, he goes on, he decides to go on the Willem Dafoe side, with the stoners, yeah, and it's basically just about, this movie is, like I said, not about war really. I mean, it is about war, but it's also about soldiers, just how they are and stuff, and about like it's kind of like soldiers against American soldiers against American soldiers. Also that's what it focuses on more than the American soldiers versus the Vietnam soldiers. Yeah, but yeah, that's really cool. That's really interesting. I really liked that idea, and it was, yeah, it was pretty cool. So all right, so yeah, like I said, great film. I don't really have any issues with it, honestly, other than like, well, actually, no, I really don't. I will say though, it's a slow movie. It's slow, and at times it kind of bored me a little bit, but I had to say this is a movie I'm definitely going to have to watch again. But I still really enjoyed it, and enjoyed it pretty good at least, and I definitely think it's, I definitely respect it more. I think that's what it is. I respect it more than I like it. So I guess I don't really have any issues. Just talk about some of the stuff I liked about it, I guess. The writing is very good by Oliver Stone. I can definitely tell that this was written by a Vietnam vet. I could definitely tell that. He did a great job writing this movie and a great job directing as well. And all the performances are really good. Pretty well. Okay, I didn't really care for John C. McGinley, honestly. His performance felt a little off sometimes. Sometimes it did. I mean, he was okay for the most part, but there was like one scene in particular where his character was like crying and stuff. Well, kind of crying. He's like, yeah, kind of throwing a fit a little bit, and I didn't really. I don't know. This is that performance I didn't really fall for very much. I don't know, but everybody else was really good. Like the three main ones, Charlie Sheen, Tom Berenger, and Willem Dafoe were all fantastic. And I'm not familiar with Tom Berenger, honestly. Like, I think before I started this movie, I didn't even know who he was at all. I never heard his name. Yeah, I was not familiar with him at all. But yeah, he plays Sergeant Barnes, who is like probably one of my most hated characters ever. This guy is a fucking asshole, and yeah, I hated that character, but his performance, like I said, was very good. Maybe even the best performance in the movie, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not sure who I liked the most, but and Willem Dafoe, I do like Willem Dafoe a lot. He's an actor I enjoy quite a bit, and he gave a great performance, and I liked his character. I liked shit, what was his name? Elias. Yeah, I liked Elias. He was a good guy. Yeah, I kind of felt like maybe he honestly could have been in it a little more, though, to be honest. But it was our. I mean, I guess he was in it enough. I don't know, but I can't really say much without spoiling. But yeah, and Charlie Sheen, like, wow, what a great performance! like his performance kind of in a way reminds me of Mark Wahlberg in Boogie Nights, only because Mark Wahlberg is an actor I don't really care for, and Charlie Sheen. Okay, Charlie Sheen. I mean, I don't really have anything against Charlie Sheen. I just know he's a weird dude. You know, he's a party animal and whatnot. But and the only things I've ever seen him in were pretty much just like comedies. But you know, this movie, of course, isn't a comedy, but he gave a great performance. Like he gave a surprisingly good performance, kind of like how Mark Wahlberg gave a surprisingly good performance in Boogie Nights. And actually, I mean, I know Mark Wahlberg doesn't do comedy a lot, but whenever he does, I like it. I like Mark Wahlberg most of the time in comedies, and but Boogie Nights was more of a drama, and I thought he was really good in that. So that's why I'm comparing Charlie Sheen's performance in this movie to Mark Wahlberg's in Boogie Nights. So yeah, but yeah, Charlie Sheen was great in this film as Taylor. Like, yeah, he was really good. I even liked his narration too. Yeah. Cinematography was okay, I guess. It wasn't. I don't know. It definitely looked like an '80s movie for sure, but it could have been better. But you know, I can't complain. It was good for what it was, I guess. Had some good shots though. It had some good camera shots. I give it that for sure. Um, yeah, I can't really. Oh, the music. The music was also great. The song that repeats a lot in this film, I actually have heard before. It was actually in Elephant Man, and actually, even before I started the movie, I watched the trailer to it, and it was in the. It was, that song was even in the trailer. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a song from Elephant Man, and it's in the movie quite a bit actually. But yeah, that was good, and like a little bit of like soundtrack music, not just score, but like I know Jefferson Airplane's White Rabbit is in the movie, and I love that song. So yeah, that was really cool. I liked how they used it too. It was really cool. But yeah, great film. But I felt like there was something else I wanted to say about this movie. Oh man, I don't remember what it was. I might add. Okay, I guess I'll pause it and I'll think of it. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I yeah, I was wanting to say about like how brutal this movie can be. Like there's some pretty disturbing stuff in this film. Like there's one scene in particular that's probably the most disturbing. If you've seen the movie, you probably know what I'm talking about. I won't say what happens because you know no spoilers, but I will say it involves the scene takes place in a village. That's all I'm going to say. But so yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That scene, wow, that was insane. And yeah, that just shows like I guess just how crazy these soldiers can be. Like the things that they do to these people in the village, it's just insane. I'm not gonna say, but yeah, that scene was pretty tough to watch. Honestly, it was pretty hard to watch. Um, but other than that, I I don't know. That was like I think the only scene honestly that I thought was like really tough to watch. But like I mean, I know for sure people who have been in the war and Vietnam War would definitely not. They probably wouldn't even want to watch this movie, anyways. But the ones that have dealt with crazy shit, um, but yeah, but me. I mean, I don't. I never been in the war and stuff like that, but that scene, that was the one that got me. That was the only scene in the movie that got me, but that I thought was pretty rough. But yeah, this is a very serious film. Maybe there might have been a little bit of like little bit of funny stuff like in the beginning of the film and stuff like maybe during the scene where they're smoking pot. I think there might have been a little bit of laughs, but it's mostly just a serious film, and it's yeah, it's not easy. It's not an easy watch, but I will probably watch this again sometime. Like I'm thinking about probably getting this on DVD or Blu-ray sometime because I do want to watch this again because I like I said I respect it more and I like it. I don't know, just because I think it's mostly because my attention span is terrible. I've said that before in my videos. I have the worst attention span ever. So like I said, there are certain scenes that I didn't really like very much just because they were kind of boring to me. So yeah, this is definitely a movie I probably need to watch more and more times. And but other than that, I think it's very good. I did enjoy it for the most part. I just kind of wish I would have liked it better. But with that being said, all right, just give me a second. You know what? Let me pause it again. I'm sorry, but I forgot to get out the rating. Just give me a minute. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, like I was saying, this is going to get a lower grade, a little bit of a lower grade. And I apologize. Now, if I was, of course, rating this movie on how great it is, honestly, it would probably get 5 stars. If not, then 4.5. But this is going to get the lowest rating I can give a movie that I like. So, yeah, I just need to watch this again. So maybe it'll go up in the future. But for now, I'm giving Platoon 3 stars. Yeah, 3 stars. Platoon. Yeah, I'm sorry, people. It's just I don't know. I just kind of think I just I don't know. It was a little at times a little slow for me, so I just need to watch it again. That's all. But for now, 3 stars. Hopefully it'll get more than that in the future. But yeah, but I still enjoyed it. So yeah, Platoon 3 stars. All right, there we go. There's my review for Platoon. So in the comments, tell me, have you seen Platoon? Have you not? Also, what's your favorite war film? Yeah, what's your favorite war film? Mine is Full Metal Jacket. And what's your favorite Oliver Stone film? For me, I would have to say Natural Born Killers. I like that still better than this movie. I probably like this better than The Doors, though. But but yeah, this Natural Born Killers is my favorite. Okay. So please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. And I'll see you. I'll see you next time. Peace.